days a week, 365 days a year. And of course, no excuses, just free picks every single day. And it is Tuesday, coming off of Monday Night Football, man. It's like, I don't understand why I got to still sit through Colt McCoy on a football field. I understand he's a career backup and whatever, but it's like, is he really a football player? I mean, is he? I mean, what's the difference between him and like putting in like, they said that when the Jets when White got knocked out and they put Flacco in and he was getting hit, then they said, well, the emergency QB is Berrios. It's like, what's the difference between putting Berrios and that joker in there? I mean, it's pathetic. I mean, why does he run in the opposite direction? But you're going to outrun a defensive back, and where are you going to go if you do? To your own end zone? I don't understand it. I mean, I had the Patriots there, but I don't understand why I got to watch that. Chris?
Yeah, I wish I
got any answers?
I wish I did, to be honest with you. I don't know. You'd think that there'd be, better backups out there that could be utilized, but again, it's I don't know. I usually think this is why you have those flex spots. I know it's harder to flex into Monday night, but still, I could tell you at least probably 3 or 4 games I would have much rather have seen in that Monday night slot than the Patriots and Cardinals last night.
Right. There were definitely some games on Sunday that were way better entertaining than what we watched on Monday. Oof.
Yeah.
I was chatting with a buddy and I was like, this is awful. I was like, this game is awful. Like, I can't believe I'm sitting here watching this game. I was like, yuck. This game is not good at all. I thought Monday nights were supposed to be amazing games and get lots of people to tune in, not turn out.
Anyways, rest in peace, Mike Leach, one of my favorites. I'll never forget the fat little girlfriend speech. Everyone knows, one of my very, very favorites. Probably changed the game more than almost any coach in the history of college football. Basically created the spread offense under Hal Mumme, and kind of Mumme even credited him towards really making it what it was. He said that long before yesterday or today. For making that offense what it is, and certainly the most imitated offense out there. Lincoln Riley, all those Heisman winners, all that other stuff. That doesn't happen without Mike Leach first. So, rest in peace. And, of course, when it comes to speaking his mind and talking about stuff on the interviews, I mean, his if you haven't ever heard it, Google Mike Leach's fat little girlfriend speech and also his argument for a college football playoff. 2 of the best things you'll ever hear when it comes to it. But anyways, Mississippi State, not sure what's going to become of their bowl game at this point. I'm going to guess they're going to play on, but I'm not sure. Terrible, though.
Yeah.
But he definitely changed the game, and, people like that, they only come around once in a while. There's a lot of guys that go out there and copy and imitators, but very few that come out and change the game. Anyways. Got NBA today, college basketball as well, and some NHL. Oh, the Calgary Flames, Chris, shitting the bed one more time for us. Plus 180 on the Montreal Canadiens there. I my 7 free picks, I was only 4-3, but it's like, I had some bombers in there like that one. Is it the gift that keeps? How are they favored in these spots? What's the thought process here? Is Johnny Gaudreau coming back? It's like, I don't understand it. It's like, you're not good, you're not good.
Do you want the gift that keeps on giving? They're minus 172 tomorrow against the Canucks.
Yeah, why not, man?
That's what we had on the video. We were like, definitely take Montreal.
Yeah, I have no idea what's up with that team. I have no idea what's up.
Nothing brings a smile on my face like watching the Calgary Flames get beat down.
Terrible, man. They're straight ass. Colt McCoy or the Flames. It's like,
Ooh, I think you got to go with McCoy. I think he's a little worse. I don't know, because the Flames can be worse too.
how's the contest going, Rod? 2 days in now.
It's going good. There's some people that are moving up. Some people had a good couple first days, and a couple people that didn't have a couple first days. But it's still early, so don't get down too. If you're too far down behind, don't fret. Be like, hey, because I've seen.
I'm gonna make a ruling. I'm gonna make a ruling here. I'm gonna change it up, and I'll make an announcement on Instagram as well. If you entered picks on the initial day on Sunday, if you're positive, we will count those positive points. If you're negative, we're going to count them as 0 because we're not going to give people that didn't enter the 0, right? And then people that at least took a shot. Yeah. So we're going to, if you're positive, it's a bonus. If you're not positive, we're going to count it as 0. We're going to roll it back, and we're going to count those as any negative points on Sunday as just straight zeros. And then we'll start the contest officially Monday, but you get a bonus if you did play on Sunday, you got in early, you did everything correct, you got all your picks in on time, and you ended up with any kind of positive score, whether it be $1 or $300 or $500, whatever the max can be, $600. We're gonna change that. So it's very, very easy for us to change that. It's gonna take us 10 seconds to do it. What we're going to do is, I can do it right here. When I sort, let's see. So if I just go here, and then I just go like this. And then, so I'm going to do it right here while we're doing it. And this should change things a little bit for everybody. So hopefully, if you have friends that, kind of were depressed about it or whatever, I think it's only fair. Rod, what do you think?
I think that's fair. Yeah, I agree. That's a great change right there. I like it because it rewards people who have followed the rules and got in on time early, and definitely penalize the people that skipped that first day or lost points or who did follow the rules and had a rough first day. Because I know there was one guy that he had a rough first day.
Yeah,
he lost more units than the minus 330 was allowed if you skipped that day. It was like, yikes. So he was like, I'm not going to get that. I'm like, no.
Yeah, so
because he was like, I should have skipped the day. I would have been better off. And I was like, ooh.
Well, now you have, so we let that go.
Yeah.
All right.
I like that rule. That's cool.
Yep. It kind of gives everybody a chance to reset. And then Tuesday, if you're positive, you're positive, and if you're not positive, you're not positive. But it gives you a chance that, that no one really took the beating on that day just for getting it on time.
Yep.
So it's not going to flip the people that are negative. It's not going to hurt the people that are positive. It's only going to help the people that were negative. And that's fine. All right. 2 days in, I can see already people are having a tough time of it, Not easy.
No. Realizing it's not as easy as well it looks.
Yep.
Definitely not easy.
Few people off to some hot starts.
As I said, it's a few people off to a nice hot start, and then some people it's like, off to a rough start. But don't get down on yourself because
all it takes is in 2 days the whole thing could flip. They could have those 2 days that you had. You could have the 2 days that they had, and it's like boom, it flips right on top of its edge. I've seen it a million times.
And I've seen it happen.
I've seen it happen too. It happened too. I see it happen with my own picks.
Right?
I've
seen
it. So
Have a couple of days in
yeah,
cellar, and you're like, ah.
I'll give you an example. You know, a few weeks ago, Jay Briggs was having a rough go of it, and Jovan was like on top of the board, and I had it on the live show on Saturday. I even said to Jovan, "You got any advice for Jay?" Is, you know, rolling a little cold. He's like, "Man, you don't get too high, you don't get too low. You just keep going forward, and you know that what you're doing works over the long haul, and that's really what it's all about." You know. And look at Jay now. He's like, you know, scorching hot. And it's like, and I said to him, and of course I sent him I sent him the message like, now don't become an asshole on us. He's like, no, I'm good. I'm like, you're hot for a little while, which we're all happy, you know, we're all way happy for you, but don't become an asshole. Anyways, I don't think we have to worry about that. But like I said, we've got a pretty decent card today. And we also got soccer. Chris, any call on this Croatia-Argentina? I like Croatia in that one.
I like the 90-minute draw.
I like Croatia. I think Croatia. Well, I don't know about that. That's such a coward move. Either pick Team A or you pick Team B. Someone's going to win here. We don't give a crap about your freaking draw. I mean, Croatia's gone to extra time like 11 of the last 12 times they've played. So, gee, Mr. Hero, we want to know who's going to win the freaking game, right, Rod? It's like we could care less. We're not fans, you know. And you're making us less of a fan of you by making that pick.
That's fine. I'll take plus 230. I'm good with that.
Who's plus 230? We don't know. We don't follow
the 90-minute draw.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm taking Croatia.
The value's on Croatia to qualify, I think, to go to the final.
That's what we care about. Who's going to win? That's when we ask for a pick, we asking who's going to win. Not like you're finesse, like I'm smarter at soccer than you are or whatever, because we'll switch you to just soccer if that's what you want. We can do that for you.
I'm good. I'm good.
You want to be the soccer hero? We'll make you just the soccer hero.
I'm good.
It could happen pretty quick. I got how many entries, Rod? 290-something people that will gladly take your spot.
200, over 200 people.
Gladly take your spot.
If you're looking at Croatia, if you're looking at Croatia, the real value.
We're going to forget we asked you.
Okay.
We're just going to forget we asked you. So you're not going to give us a straight answer. We don't care anymore. We've already lost interest in soccer. It's like we know it's over this week. You know, it's the World Cup. They held it in December of all months. Normally, it's in the middle of the summer.
This is weird.
Yeah, this is weird.
December, we got soccer going. It's like what?
I'm wondering if this is. I'm wondering if this is the least watched World Cup ever. You know, even though it's been some of the better matches. I'm gonna guess the ones where they had the games in the middle of the night a few years ago. That one might have been less watched than this one, but I'm gonna guess this is up there because of the timing of the year.
Yep.
I think it's gonna be a 90-minute draw. Whoa, the delicate genius over here.
I like Croatia versus France in the finals. That's what I'm gonna bet. Croatia versus France. I know Morocco's played good.
Morocco.
I'll
take Morocco and Croatia, the two dogs.
Two dogs.
Croatia was the dog last time, made it all the way to the finals. All right, let's get into it. We got the NBA going on. Now Chris is all mad at us. He's getting all bitchy.
No, I'm good.
I'm fine. I'm good. I'm fine. I'm
it's
fine.
Airborne. It's so good. It's so
fine. No, I'm fine.
If you're gonna take Croatia, take them in extra time or penalties. You're getting at least plus 1,000 on it.
You've lost us, Chris. We asked you who was going to win, and you gave us some bullshit answer. You've lost us. How do I, Rod? Someone's asking in the comments. How do I do the contest?
How do you do the contest? Well, you're 2 days late for the start of the contest, so
you'd be minus 660.
You would be minus 660 if you want to start the contest today. I can give you a number. If you would like.
If you would like.
I won't turn you away. You're going to start in the hole. It's only fair to everybody else who's been on time and started the contest.
That's what we said.
Yep.
All right. A little sick of those Argentinians, aren't you? It's like it's like Michigan fans. It's like you won in '86, you know. It's like Michigan fans even longer ago than that. We got that split title that we got run over by Nebraska and ducked them. It's like we won in '86 on a handball. It's like
just we Leafs have been waiting even longer. We're waiting 50-50. Now we're on 56 years.
The Smudge has been waiting longer.
Dolphins are up there.
You seen their empty display case? The Smudges have won nothing. You have nothing.
Unless you're 80 years old, the Leafs have won nothing. Sixers versus Kings. Bucks versus Warriors. Rockets versus Suns. Chris, any of these three do anything for you?
Yeah, I do like the over 233.5 between the Warriors and the Bucks. Normally the Bucks have been winning games with defense, but I like the pace that the Warriors play at. They're one of the faster paced teams in the NBA, and I think when you can be a fast paced team that can still shoot over 48% from the field and 37+% from three, we're going to see a ton of possessions. I think we're going to see a ton of points here. It's going to be up to Milwaukee to respond. So I like the over 233.5 in that one, and I lean towards Houston plus the points at home. Something just doesn't feel right about this Suns team right now, and don't know what it is. But I think the Rockets have been playing their better ball at home this season. 7-3 against the number at home this season. So give me the Rockets plus the points.
Rod?
And for me, those I agree. I like the over in the Warriors and the Bucks. Definitely, Warriors going to push the pace of that one, and Bucks will follow right along, and you get a track meet in that one. I think we can get into the 250s if they just defense optional in that one tonight. The other one I like the 76ers here. The 76ers at home, 9-0 ATS, their last 9 at home here. And Sacramento has definitely not fared so well, and Philly going 8-20 in the last 28 there. I like 76ers to keep their home streak going. I think 76ers or the Kings in that one.
I like the Warriors over the Bucks. I think they beat them outright. I think we're starting to see the Warriors turn the corner. They interviewed Steph after the game last time. He said, Steph, how do you feel about this? He said, I feel over 500. And I think he's going to want to stay there. Look for them to take it to the Bucks in this one. With the points, it seems almost too easy. The Rockets against the Suns, I like the Rockets. The Suns just look to be unraveled, man. And so I don't know what it's going to take to stop the free fall. But I would say the Suns and the Heat are the two teams that are in the big trouble right now. Got the Jazz taking on the Pelicans. And the Lakers and the Celtics. Classic matchup. But the Celtics just look tired on the road. Chris?
Yeah, I'm going to take the under in that game. Normally, we're used to seeing the Celtics, put up the points and score points in bunches, but they do look a little bit exhausted after that performance against the Clippers last night. And it's hard for me to back a Lakers team that's 2-12 against the spread when they're getting at least 3 points in the underdog role this season. So I think points hard to come by in this one. I think we might even struggle to get to 200 once again. So give me the under between the Celtics and Lakers.
Rod?
And for me, I'm going to go the other way. I like the over in that one. I think you got a track meet between the Celtics and the Lakers. Usually tired legs breed just shooting. They shoot more. They don't want to run and play defense. And you look at the Boston, 15-5-1 their last 21 to the over played on 0 days rest. And you look at the Lakers, 6-0 to the over their last 6 when their opponent allows 100-plus points in the previous game. Lakers 6-1 to the over. I like the over in that one. And I lean to the Lakers as well. Boston definitely does look tired, but I think you got a track meet in this one. Tired legs breeds shooting, lots of it.
I'm going to take the Jazz in. I'm going to take the Jazz in their game. I think they get it done here against. I think the Jazz get it done against the Pelicans. I think the Pelicans are getting a little bit ahead of themselves. A little too confident. They get jazzed. I like the Lakers, but it's just tough. It just seems too easy. So I'm going to probably stay away from that. I gave out Lakers first half on the 7 free picks. I'll probably just stick with that. I think that's, for me, the way I'm going to go. We go to the NHL, where the Calgary Flames are one more game in the loss column after yesterday's performance. Chris, what's wrong with the Flames besides just sucking ass?
Can it just be as simple as that? We always talk about how it's too easy. I think it's just as simple as the fact they suck ass.
All right. Flames suck ass. You heard it from Ruffalo.
Markstrom's having a rough year in goal. He's
I like the
definitely not having the
90-minute
same year
draw.
he had last year. So Markstrom's been getting beaten up. He's been giving up some of them soft, easy goals, and it's been putting the Flames down early.
I think that 90-minute draw and then insisting on it after we asked him to pick a side and say, my plus 230 on the 90-minute draw is good enough. I think that's Ruffalo in the soccer game, as far as I'm concerned. Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, yeah, it is. We asked you who's going to win, and you gave us some bullshit answer. It's a straight Ruffalo on that one. So we can now move December 13th.
You would have got the in-game parlay
24th.
where you would have in-game parlay that to the 90-minute draw, then plus the Croatia to win. Then what does that give you?
I hope it's a tie. Yeah, everything that's wrong with soccer.
I'm losing.
Nobody wins. Nobody wins.
I'm not gonna waste.
Nobody wins.
Because I'm losing this fight. I'm fighting an uphill battle. I know I'm fighting upstream, and it's not
The most exciting 0-0 draw you'll see.
0-0. What a
if
match.
you're looking
It's like-
and put someone on a correct score of 0-0.
Oh, I'll tell you what's going to be 0. It's going to be your place on this show. In the middle, we're going to have a big empty
Wow.
space.
Wow. I hate the World Cup.
Goran's enjoying it.
Yeah, I know he is.
I think he likes being back. I think he does. I think he likes it. A lot of people, they leave, and it's like you don't see, we never see him again. But I think Goran actually missed us. I probably can get him to stay around for a while. I think he likes just doing. I think not having to do the daily write-ups and just doing the video and the premium picks. I think that might be a good fit for him for now, and he can do a write-up here or there, like a bulk write-up if he wants to do it. We'll talk to him about it. Feel him out, Chris. While you're feeling him out.
You can already tell I did the feeling out process, and the feeling probably mutual.
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
So
that
you
sounds
say
bad.
you say there's a chance?
I'm saying there's a chance.
So you're saying there's a chance. It's like when you meet Jim. When you meet Jim, it's like you want to break these all out, But I'm sure
Yeah.
he's like hears it from everybody. So you got to act like you're just a cool neighbor.
Yeah.
He's petting your dog. You're just like, yeah, whatever, See like a giant yacht out there. Hey, is that your boat? No.
Yeah, mine's a little dinghy down by the down by the rocks.
Anyways, go to the ice. Toronto versus Anaheim, getting 5-1 on our money here on the Ducks. Panthers versus the Goudreaus. Panthers minus 300. The Devils versus the Star. The Star is a big underdog here. They're not that bad. That might be a spot to kind of go for it, right? It's like the Devils have played really well. They're one of the better teams this season. Best Devils team since Brodeur, right? But the thing is that the Stars aren't that bad, man, to get pretty good price on them here, right? I don't know. Buffalo versus the Kings. Any of those four, Chris? Make you want to just skate around the ice, do some snow angels? What do you think?
Looks like a speed skater like Apollo Antonono, but tight spandex suit. I'm gonna go with the over 6.5 between the Blue Jackets.
I was like, if he says draw, regulation draw.
I'm gonna go for the 60-minute draw on this one.
We're gonna take him right off the show. We're gonna.
No, but I think I have one later on, so I'm gonna save it just for you. But I like the over 6.5 in that Blue Jackets and Panthers game. I think we're marked for goals in that one. I don't trust the goaltending on either side, and I think even if this is a one-sided victory for likely Florida or even maybe Columbus, I think we're going to get at least up into the 7-8 goal range in that one. So give me the over there. And I think I took the Devils in our video, but after last night's result, where the Devils kind of collapsed against the Rangers, I'm going to lean towards the Stars and the plus money. Going to be interesting to see how the Devils respond. It's their first time losing back-to-back games since they lost their first 2 games of the season. So
it's the first time losing back-to-back games since the last time they lost back-to-back games. It's so insightful. I really appreciate that.
They hadn't lost back-to-back games since mid-October. So I don't know how they're going to respond to it after winning all those games, 21 of the last 26. So I think Dallas can catch him here. And I like the over between the Kings and the Sabres. I think it's another high
7 touchdown.
Yeah, but I think at worst you get a push there, but I think you get up into that 9 goal range in that game. So I like the over there.
Like the Kings are 15-11, and you're talking about a 7 over. Do they go out and trade for a goalie? Because I know Rod will trade him that Jack Campbell.
Well, they got rid of Cal Peterson, who was a decent backup. But
Rod's like, Campbell's available.
Yeah, they'll trade him. They'll trade Campbell for a bag of pucks at this point.
I think they would too. I wouldn't doubt it.
Wasn't he an all-star?
He used to play for the Kings too.
Wasn't he an all-star?
Campbell?
Maybe
No,
last year.
He had a good start last season and they got hurt. And then he didn't play well.
He was at the all-star game. Sat in row 16 of section 208. Yes, as a matter of fact, he was at the all-star game last year. Sat in 216. Sat in 208, row 16. Seats 1, 2, 3, and 4.
I don't want anybody around me.
He went by himself, and then he was at the end of the row. People tried to go by. He pointed the
Was
other
it
way.
last year? It was in Vegas, the all-star game.
I think so.
It was so weird, right? They did the the skills competition outside and inside.
It was Bellagio's fountain or something like that.
Yeah, it's like they're shooting pucks across the water
Pucks
and
from
stuff.
a platform, and it was like, what are you doing?
It's like, how'd you get there? It's like there's not even a logical path to get out there. It's like
I'm sorry, but I've never seen Canada where all of a sudden we're shooting pucks from the top of the mountain to try to get it in the goal over there.
Yeah, it's like
All-Star!
What are you doing? What are you guys doing? I don't know, but I'm cold. I'm cold, man. I'm out here in the middle of this water. It's freaking cold, man. It's where is it this year?
I don't think they'll do that again.
I wouldn't put it past them. I wouldn't put it past them. Let's have one of the events outside.
It's in Florida. It's at the Panthers Arena.
Maybe they'll do it. Maybe they'll do it in the sand at the beach.
Mitchie Pucks live on location.
In my board shorts. Rod, what do you think of this disaster of a opening card here?
For his forward in this opening card here, you got to go with the Leafs here. I think they beat up on the Ducks, but I like the under 6.5. I don't think the Ducks can chip in their half of get over the total in that one. So I like the under 6.5 there.
So you don't see any way to play this plus 400. on the Ducks?
No,
No puck
they have 2
line.
wins on the road. They are 2-15 on the road this season.
They got 2 though, so they got 2. So you're saying there's a chance.
There's a chance.
What is that? That's not even. Yikes! That's not even a 1%er. Yikes! Not good.
This is. We need to get like I need to get like a recording of Bitler for my soundboard, because I can program these
Right?
in. I think I need to go to like one of his videos and get them. They're not that bad. Where I push the button and it's just Bitler's voice.
The button and it comes out.
They're not that
Like,
bad.
they're not that bad.
Yeah, they're not that bad. It'd be great.
That'd be hilarious.
I gotta get it. I gotta figure out how to program this thing. I have like the instructions.
You just gotta get it recorded. Hey, say this. Say it's not that
No.
bad.
He's all you got. I'm sure in his videos, I can just
pick it up on.
or like from his live shows that when he was with us.
Yeah.
I'm sure I could get one easily. They're not that bad.
And then I'm gonna stick with what I said in the video. I'm gonna go with the Columbus Blue Jackets here. They won 2 straight, and I think they can get another one here against the Panthers. There's a nice plus money price for you. Plus 235. I think they outright the Panthers in that one. Panthers have not looked right. Sure, they're 7-3-2 at home, but I don't know. They 5-8 against that puck line, so I think they get ousted in this one today. So I'll take Columbus, and I do like Dallas here against the Devils. The Devils did a complete collapse yesterday. That's looking like the Devils that I know and remember. Complete collapse, trash can Devils. And also, I think Wedgwood gets a start in that one for the Stars, and that's his former team. So when you've seen goalies come back and face their former teams, they've got wins. So take the Stars in that one. And I agree, take the over Kings and Buffalo. Kings are leading the league in Kings of the overs is what the Kings are this season. So so is Buffalo. Buffalo's been giving up goals as well and scoring goals. So take the over Kings and Buffalo.
So in the comments, they're saying that Campbell was selected for the All-Star game last year. So he didn't have to pay admission.
Yeah, but he still probably sat in the stands because he was injured. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think he played.
Scalped his tickets.
Or was it, because I think that was about the time he got injured. He didn't came back and he wasn't good. Oof.
So anyways, Jay and I are doing the halftime show last night, and we got raided. Have you ever heard of this before?
No, you got raided.
Yeah. So there's a guy out there. He's a comedian. His name is Tom Grossi, I believe. And he tells his people, like he has like hundreds of thousands of people watching his show. And he finds people that are on live. I guess he's a fan of ours. And he put a link to our show, me and Jay, on at halftime. And like all these people came over. Raid, they're typing in the comments like raid, you're being raided, Grossi raid, like all this stuff. And it was just, it was kind of like a fun thing, but I just had never seen it before. I had no idea what it was, and neither did Jay. We were trying to figure it out. Like, are these guys like spamming us? Like, what are they doing? Because most of the time it's usually, bad natured, their dating site or whatever, right? But it was actually like a good natured thing, that he sent over this Grossi raid. It was pretty cool. It's pretty funny. It's like we were both kind of like we were just trying to figure out. So I like went over to his YouTube channel to see what was going on over there, and I went on there and they're super nice, and they were saying this guy isn't sure what's going on, and they're like he's being a good sport about it or whatever. And they were talking about me because I was like I wasn't, normally it's like at first I'm always like somewhat skeptical when I see something like that, and then I realized what it was, and it was kind of like, oh, this is actually pretty cool. It's like there's nothing negative I could say, but I looked over, he's got 400,000 subscribers or something, and like 120,000 people watch his show. So it was pretty cool. Yeah, it was cool.
Nice.
Yeah, it was cool.
I can imagine us rating some people.
I don't think we could get the rating. Like, I mean, there was like,
No.
hundreds of people coming over. Rated, Grossi rated. It's like,
We'd have to set it up and plan it. We'd have to make a big announcement. Come on, we got to start a raid here on this day.
It's like you should see a mountain like that scene from 300, and it's like the four of us wearing like aluminum foil helmets and victory.
Yeah, James went over there to find out what was going on too, and he said they were just super cool. I thought they were too. He's like some Packers guy, comedian. Fine.
Nice.
It's like he just posts the link like in the comments. Go raid this guy. It was me and Jay sitting there talking. Jay's like still trying to state a case for Colt McCoy. I'm like, Jay, he's not good. It's Colt McCoy. He's like, yeah, but he's been in the league a long time. I'm like, yeah, he's been a backup for 12 years. That should tell you everything you need to know. Went to Texas. It's all JC's, Colt McCoy went to Texas.
Went to Texas.
Hook 'em.
Oh, man. Okay. Go to our next set of games. I'm going with the Dogs. I'm going to take a shot against the Maple Leafs. If there's a team that's going to lose as a minus 490 favorite, it's going to be the Toronto Maple Leafs. I do believe it. If there is a team out there that's fully capable of that, it's the Maple Leafs. Like if it's 300, Calgary, but 500, Maple Leafs are that team. Also, the Dogs have been barking in the NHL this year, man. The big dogs too have been barking. Oh,
When those lines move up.
Yeah, the Goudreaus. I forgot to do it. Old logo.
Yeah, when those lines move up into like the 400, 500 range.
How long is it going to take us to get sick of that bit?
It's going to take us a while.
Yeah, I think it's going to be one of those ones that people are like they're still doing that bit. It's like yes.
you know what we need? We need like the whole theatrics of it. We need like the theme from like before all the movies start, like the universe. Dun, 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 dun.
It started. It started with Romanelli saying that he liked the old Panthers logo, and then I remembered the old Panthers logo, which was this. And then we said, "Oh, what's the new logo? Oh, it's this." It's a very distinguished. The turn. It's like, well, let me get the designs out of my briefcase. Oh no, that's it. Vogue in it.
It's like the slow morph from like just the staring.
Another big favorite here. Boston Bruins against the Islanders. The Bruins have been pretty good, but that home winning streak is over. I think, now that the seal's been cracked, I think it's safe to get back in the water here. 2-1 on your money on the Islanders. Then you got the smoking Kraken against the Lightning. Well, I'll tell you where you don't want to be is on the Detroit Red Wings. They're going to get smoked against Carolina. I like the puck line there. And we're playing against the worst name in sports. I like the puck line for us in that one as well. Chris?
Yeah, the puck line I like here is Tampa Bay laying the puck and a half against Seattle.
You're smoking Kraken.
They won both meetings against Seattle, combined 7-1. I know Seattle playing much better this season, but they've been stumbling in some of their recent road games. This just feels like a Tampa Bay team that's starting to heat up and maybe is ready to go on one of those prolonged winning streaks that we normally see from the Lightning every year. So give me the Lightning on the puck line there. The other one
so you're taking a minus one. So far you've taken a minus 192 favorite to win. That's basically what you're saying.
On the puck line.
Okay.
Take it in regulation if you want. It brings it down to around minus 120, but I think they win that one by a couple. And I'm with you. I like the Oilers as well. Won 7 straight against the Preds, and I think they make it 8 here. So I'll take the Oilers. Both teams on the back-to-back, but I think the Oilers are better built in that one.
I think these 4, I like the under between the Islanders and Boston. Both teams playing solid defense. Islanders 7-3 to the under. And we know what Boston can do at home. This is going to be a hard hitting. They definitely don't like each other. It could be the first of 2 wins type game. Maybe under 6 and the Islanders of Boston. And take the over in Edmonton and Nashville. The last time they played, it was 7-4. And I think Campbell got the start in that one. Good chance that Campbell gets a start in this one as well. With the Oilers on the back-to-back, so take the over. I lean to the Oilers as well because they're just going to outscore the Predators. No chance, even with Campbell in net. So take the over and the Oilers. Same game parlay.
I think Ruffalo finally took him. How long does it going to take Ruffalo to realize his new nickname I put on the board for him? It's like I've been waiting. I've been sitting here waiting, and I see him. He sees it. It's like. I'm taking the Hurricanes. I like them on the puck line here. I also like the Oilers and I like the Islanders. I think the NHL has been super doggy this year. I think these are all perfect opportunities for dogs. We got the Jets, Jets against Vegas. We've got the Blackhawks taking on the Capitals. I got to tell you, there's no point spread that's really safe with the Capitals these days. I'm not a minus 225 guy, but if there's a situation to lay it, this could be it. You see the Blackhawks. I mean, favorite dog, doesn't matter. It's like they play, they're probably going to lose. It's basically the way the strategy goes there. They stink. The defending champs taking on the Flyers. Rod had a big run on the Flyers where he liked them for about a week. That knocked the wheels right off the cart for them. They're 9-13.
Pretty much, right?
Yeah. It's like that. Rod jumped on the bandwagon, and that was the end of that.
Is that so wacky in the back? Oh, we're screwed.
It's like Carter Hart's like, I'm not playing. It's like didn't they rest their goalie like when he was red hot, and like ever since then they haven't won a game. It's like it's all out of sync. It's all out of sync. Sharks versus the Coyotes. The Coyotes at plus 148 just seem to be almost a little light on there. Sharks must be terrible. So Coyotes, it's like, but if I see the Coyotes at minus anything less than minus plus 176 or so, you got to figure that the other team really stinks. So there might be some value there. Chris, shed some insight on this.
Yeah. All right, don't worry. I got your Mr. Insight play coming up, but I like the under 6 in that Vegas and Winnipeg game. I think that's the first of 3 wins. Vegas plays some of their best hockey on the road. Winnipeg plays their best at home, and both teams using solid defense and goaltending to get there. So I like the under 6 in that one. I like the Arizona Coyotes at plus money. I'm not laying minus 176 or chasing any puck line with a Sharks team that's won just twice in 15 games at home this season. So give me the Coyotes in that one. And my Mr. Insight play of the day to take the Philadelphia Flyers plus the 1.5 and the 60-minute draw, 60-minute tie at plus 300. I think this game goes to overtime.
Are you sure? I thought your insight of the day was this is the Devils' first 2-game losing streak since their last 2-game losing streak. That was the best. This is the first time they've lost back-to-back games since the last time they lost back-to-back games.
Okay, yeah. I worded that terribly.
I was like, did he just say it's the first time I've lost back-to-back games since the last time I lost back-to-back?
It's the first time I've been here since I've been there.
It's the first time. It's the first time we've lost since the last time we've lost. It's like, oh man, this show has gone from bad to worse. Chris, what are you selling today?
Well, for me, I got my $15 NHL power play. I love the NHL play that I have on the premium side today. I also got a total if you're on the long term list as well. Um, and I also got my NBA Tomahawk Tuesday 3-pack, 3 plays on the NBA card that I love today for $40. And like I said, hop on long term. You're gonna get bonus plays in there. You know, NBA, NHL, college hoops. Definitely check it out. Use that promo code PICK for 15% off.
So like I did some mock-ups for the new layout, because I said I'm going to get the show professionally produced. I'm not going to self-produce it anymore. I'm going to, get it done, with all the bells and whistles like everybody else has, because I believe their show sucked and ours is good, and that's the only thing that they have going for them. So I sent over the mock-ups to the people that we're working with, and they're like, "You realize your show's not good enough for this." I said, "We're well aware." It's like, you realize your show's not good enough for this stuff. We're well aware of it. Rod, what are you selling today?
Well, for me, we just rip through these NHL ones. I like Vegas on the road here versus the Jets.
All right, sorry about that.
Jets, all good. Hey, Jets are Vegas on the road, 12-2 this season. They've been playing lights out on the road. They're playing their best hockey of the season on the road. And I like the Capitals here over Chicago. Chicago stinks. Here's a stat for you: 0-11 are these Blackhawks when their opponent allows 2 goals or less in the previous game, and these Capitals are definitely holding teams down. Definitely, the OV tour is goal scoring tour is back up in full swing, and the Capitals have won 4 straight. So take the Capitals in that one. And the other one I like here, I agree. Take the Flyers plus the goal and a half. Colorado's shorthanded and definitely without some guys, and they're playing some defense. So that's going to be a 1-goal game, probably 2-1 again, like we've seen last time. And take the Desert Dogs. They're the Sharks at home have 2 wins. So take the Coyotes in that one. Wrong team favorite. Coyotes are playing the better hockey. And for me, over at Pick Dogs Premium, I got a nice Tuesday hardwood triple in college hoops. Love that play. You can scoop that up, get a nice 3-pack on the hardwood triple. Or I've got my $15 bookie buster going, and that's on the ice in the NHL. Or it's included in my Tuesday NHL takedown, where I've got 5 plays on the ice that I love. And I love today's NHL card. Go grab the 5-pack, scoop it up. Use the promo code PICK. Save 50% off all your purchases of $25 or more. Pick Dogs Premium.
Yeah, I'm gonna parlay up the Capitals on the puck line with Phoenix. Why not?
Nice.
I'm playing with Patriots second half money, so I can afford it. It's like they were -3 at even money for the second half. The Patriots. True story. Can't make it up.
Right.
It's like I didn't even let Jay come on the air before I made the pick. I brought him in after. I'm making the pick, then I'm breaking him off. It's like, because I know what he's going to say. It's like Kyler Murray and Colt McCoy. It's like, this is not going to go well. It's like Texas A&M / Oklahoma with the Texas kicker. Not good. All right, we go to our last segment here. We're going to do college hoops. I don't know, Chris. It's been a real struggle doing those videos the last couple of days. Tomorrow, a little bit better card, right? A little bit better.
Yeah, a little bit better.
You actually drew some of the better games on this card than I did. I got more of the crap fest, but so be it. You did get the St. Francis Longwood, though. St. Francis Longwood and American VMI got GW versus Coppin State. These were my highlight games, that one, and I got NC State Furman. Richmond versus FDU. Boston U versus Dartmouth. LSU versus North Carolina Central. Xavier versus Southern. Rhode Island versus UMass. North Carolina versus Citadel. Don't say it, Rod. Loyola Maryland versus UMBC. We're watching you. Greensboro versus Marshall. Hartford versus St. Peter's. Iona versus Princeton. South Carolina State versus Cashville. St. Thomas versus Green Bay. Florida A&M versus Edward Waters. Chris, what do you think?
Oh man,
Eddie W for you, little Eddie W.
E-dub.
Eddie Dubs.
I'm gonna take VMI plus the points against American. I know American red hot right now. They've still had some nice wins in recent games, but I think VMI's 3-point shooting is going to be able to keep them in this game. They're just outside the top 25 in 3-point shooting. All American, I think, is 277th in 3-point defense this season. So I think it's going to be a bit of a higher scoring game, but I think it's one that VMI keeps themselves within single digits in. So give me VMI plus the points. I think they actually won their last 2 games outright as underdogs. So I'll take the points in that one. And I'm going to take the. I'm not going to say it, but I'm going to take the Citadel here plus the points against North Carolina. North Carolina just can't cover a spread right now, and I get it. The Citadel's been terrible, but 26.5 is just a lot with this North Carolina team. This is just a case of they're laying too many points. So I'll take the Citadel. I also like Xavier laying the 23.5 against Southern. I think Xavier's pace just too much for the Jaguars in that one.
Too much Xavier. Rod?
I'm going the other way. I like Southern plus the points in that one. I think Xavier wins, but not by the 23.5. I think that's way too many points there. So, like Southern not bad. They're 4-1 against the number. They don't have to win it, just need to cover it. So, I agree with Citadel. I think that's way too many points. North Carolina's just in for the win. They're not looking to try to blow Citadel out of the water by 30.
You just like saying Citadel. You just like saying Citadel.
Well, it's better. I'm very, very conscious of making sure I say Citadel and not. Yeah, I know what you want me to say. I'm Citadel. And the other one, I like Coppin State and George Washington under the total, under the 57.5. I think you got a defensive battle. That's too many points there. G-Dub will be able to hold Coppin State down. We get under that 57.5. That's too many points. One more. Where is the other one? And the other one I like the Tommies here. Oh, I'm jumping a time slot. Never mind. That Edward Waters, I wish there was a line there. I think I would take Edward Waters plus whatever points we're going to get against FAMU. FAMU stinks. Give me Edward Waters plus whatever points you get. I don't think it's an online game. I don't think we can bet it, but I'll take Edward Waters now.
I like UMass Lowell against Rhode Island. Rhode Island is just terrible. Archie Miller's first year there, and Lowell, under the radar team. This team was really good before they got elevated into that division, and even I believe their first year in there, they would have won their division. It was one of those things, kind of like Bellarmine, where they won the division, but they were only their first year in, and then they kind of took a step back. But now they're back, and I'm telling you, I've been there on acid, and it was fantastic. I went to like a party. I mean, I was young. I had long hair. Keg party. Grateful Dead tunes. It was good stuff. Put it this way. I was on acid and it was, other extracurriculars going on, and I still remember it. So
nice.
That's how good of a party it was. I don't care what Ruffalo says about it. Ruffalo's like, I'm taking a pass on that.
I'm ticked off I didn't put UMass Lowell in as a premium. I didn't see that.
Yeah, well, this is what I'm here for. This is what I do.
You're going to come for my nickname in a minute.
That's what I do. I kind of like Iona against Princeton, too. I think that Rick Pitino's got these guys. After last year missing the tournament, I think they're a little dialed in now. It's like it's not his style to win these elevated spread games, but they're actually playing really well. They're super efficient, Pitino teams. St. Thomas versus Green Bay. My man Lamar up against Southern Miss. Texas State against Mary Hardin Baylor. Utah Valley's taking on SAGU, American Indian College. I shit you not. That's who they're playing. Murray State versus Chicago State. Southern Illinois versus Lincoln, Missouri. Howard versus FIU. Wichita State versus Mississippi Valley State, the Delta Devils. Performing like a typical Delta Devils team. 1-9 straight up, 0-7 on the road. That's the Delta Devils we know and love. UIC versus Prairie View. Prairie View was playing well last game up until the half, and then the second half started. Houston versus North Carolina A&T, coming off that loss to Alabama. Texas Tech versus Eastern Washington. Think they're happy that Chris Beard's left now. Yeah, how about him just getting suspended? It's like, do you think they're gathering the facts? I think that's the excuse they're going to use.
I think that's what they're going to say.
They're making that by gathering the facts. They're making sure they don't have to pay his ass. That's what gathering the facts means.
Gathering the facts, yeah.
Gathering the facts. Any of these games, Chris?
I originally liked Houston, but now it's gone up to 32.5, and I think Houston still could cover, but I don't know. It's Virginia on deck. I'm not saying that Houston's looking ahead, but this could be a bit of a sleepy spot where they're just focused on the next game. I do like Iona. Going back to that one, that was a good call, and that I completely oversaw that. But I like Murray State laying the 12.5 against Chicago State. The Chicago State team, only lost by 1 to UT Martin last time out, but prior to that, they had lost all their road games by at least 12 points. And this Murray State team, they've lost some pieces when their head coach went to LSU from last year, but still a lot of talent there, and I just think they're the far better team here. So I'm going to take Murray State laying the points.
Right.
I'm reading these ones. I like St. Thomas here against Green Bay. Green Bay is awful. Please stink. St. Thomas at home here. I think the Tommies, they win by 15 plus. They play their best hoops at home. 4-0, 2-0 against the number. And we go down. I'm going to go the other way. Murray State just lost to somebody, and it wasn't good. And they didn't look good doing it either. So I'm going to take Chicago State plus the points. Murray State's not built to be covering 13-point spreads. Not this season anyway, since they lost a few people from last season.
Since John Morant left?
Yeah, pretty much. I'll take Chicago State plus the points in that one. I think I know they're 0-8 on the road, but I think they keep it closer.
What happened? I lost you guys. There you go.
Right. And then I like FIU over Howard. I know FIU is looking, they're 0-2 on the road, 0-2 against the number. I think they come and play today. Why is that? Why are they favored on the road? Because I think they're better than Howard. Give me FIU over Howard in that one. The only ones I like in that.
I like Houston. I like Wichita State. I like Texas Tech. Those are mine in that slot. We go to Florida State versus South Carolina Upstate. Arizona versus Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Boise State versus the New Orleans Privateers. Tough stretch for the beignet eaters there, Rod. We've got
not good this year.
UC Davis versus the Holy Names. Utah versus Texas San Antonio. Alabama versus Memphis. Pacific versus Stanislaus State. Santa Clara versus Portland State. And Washington versus Cal Poly SLO.
I want to take Stanislaus.
Chris?
Yeah, I'm gonna take the over between Arizona and Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Like Arizona could easily score into the hundreds in that game, but they've also been giving up 70 plus, even 75 plus in a lot of these winnable spots. That's kind of why I also lean towards the Islanders plus the points in that game as well, getting 25.5. Arizona just hasn't been covering those big numbers lately, so I think that one's headed for an over, and I lean towards the Islanders for the cover. And I also lean towards Utah laying the big number against UTSA. I used to be scared to lay these kinds of numbers with Utah, considering they played a more slower paced defensive style. But the last game they beat Jacksonville State by I think 49. They scored 99 points in that game, so the offense is coming alive now too. I just don't think UTSA is going to have an answer for Utah here. So give me the Utes laying the points.
Rod?
And these ones I like. Where is it? I agree. I like that over in Arizona and Texas A&M, Corpus Christi. Definitely points come early and often. I think we get into the 170s for sure in that one. Definitely love the over there. Take the over that one. The other one I like Alabama to beat up on Memphis here. Alabama is the better team. Definitely in my Final Four. Take Alabama, lay the points over Memphis in that one. And I wish I could put Stanislaus State against Pacific Stakes. Wish there was a line on that one. And the other one, the last one, then I'll take Cal Poly plus the 12.5 against Washington. Washington 5-1 home and early, 3-3 against the number. I think Cal Poly can keep it single digits in that one. Take Cal Poly plus the points.
SC Upstate versus Florida State for me, plus the points. I'd put a little bit on the money line also on that one. UTSA, I'd take them over Utah as well. And Portland State plus the points against Santa Clara. Man, that thing's dropped like a rock for good reason. I'll take those 3 big dogs to close out the night. All right. Parlay time. Chris, what do you got to say for yourself? I'm going to say 90-minute draw for the parlays.
You read my mind. No, I'm gonna go with Utah laying the points. I'm gonna go with UMass Lowell, and I'm gonna go with the over between Arizona and Texas A&M Corpus Christi.
Rod?
We're gonna go with take the Dallas Stars, the Oilers, and the Capitals.
Anaheim Ducks money line. I like South Carolina Upstate money line, and what was the other one I had another peach. Let's see. It was the Lakers money line. Thanks everyone for joining us. Let's make it a winning day. We appreciate each and every one.